Like I said, I'm just writing back. I'll be up at the all night telling you jokes and talking to you and bringing you great acts. But when I bring these acts to the stage, I need you to lose your minds like you've never even seen a human being before. You're excited, confused. What's happening? You've done lots of love. They're going to give it right back to you. Are you ready to do this? Yeah. Beautiful stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, keep that great energy going for your first comedian, Onika Mclean.
Thank you, Ryan. Give it up for your host, guys. Tall ass comedians. I just kidding. Are you guys working from home? Anybody working from home? So they want us back at the office, right? They sent us an email. They said, if you're not back at your desk, find a new desk. And I was like, this is bull crap because I can't even fit those clothes. Like, I'm going to have to buy new clothes just to get into the office. And I've developed some habits during this time. I'm not sure about you guys, but at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I am fucked up. Like, I am so drunk at 3 o'clock. The other day, I was on the edge of my couch because I got a bunch of pillows because I love Marshalls. And I'm on the edge of my couch, and I'm like, I gotta go home. I was home. Like, I was so drunk. You ever try to be somewhere, try to be there, but you were there already? Like, it did not make sense. I'm taking naps in the daytime. I used to suffer from naps, right? Like, why did they get rid of naps? Like, when we were in kindergarten and daycare, we had naps. So what happened? Why we don't need them? We're still humans. Like, we need a nap. So I've been taking naps, and what I learned while taking a nap is you can masturbate in the daytime. It makes your naps much better. It makes your naps amazing. Like, you just be knocked out. I mean, you're going to have to explain why you didn't answer Bridget's email. But it is what it is. Like, I can't just go back to work because I don't know about you guys, but I'm used to working naked now. In the beginning, they had like clothes on for the Zoom stuff. Now I'm just fully naked and like turn on your camera. You don't want this camera on. You don't want this kind of smoke. Like, it's just a lot. It's a lot. I've learned that my work environment is toxic. I had no idea. They gaslight you all the time. They breadcrumb you. They do all these little things. They're like narcissists. I said, I am in a toxic relationship with my coworkers. Like, this is crazy. So I don't really want to be there. I can just do the bare minimum at home because that's what I'm going to do at work anyway. You're going to get 2 hours worth of work from me no matter where I am. And that's what I'm saying. It's a lot. Like, and they just like, get back to work. We have this new variant. They still like, get back to work. And I'm like, first of all, 600,000 people died. Like, that's a lot of people. And that's in America alone. 600,000 people. Like, it's a lot. But none of my coworkers, let me tell you, not a one, not a sniffle, nobody in corporate America passed away. I don't have any Facebook friends. All the 90s drug dealers and DJs are gone. Like, nobody, we don't have grandparents, but Andrea from HR is right there on a Peloton bike, right? Getting younger. How is she getting younger? I'm biking 3 miles a day. Oh my God, it's horrible. I too have a 28-year-old daughter. You have a son, I have a daughter. My oldest daughter, she's 28. Black don't crack unless you smoke it. So that's what they mean by Wakanda forever. We last a long time, right? I'm telling you, that's probably why we can't get reparations. They're like, heck no, how long we gonna have to pay them? But my oldest daughter is a gangster rapper. No, she's never had a fight. She went to gifted and talented schools. Like, she knows how to read and write music, and she's on the internet saying, my mother was a crackhead. I'm like, what? I've never smoked crack a day in my life. Like, these are my real teeth. Because she couldn't find a word to rhyme with instead. I gotta be a crackhead? Like, are you kidding me? She's on the internet talking about, I didn't know my dad. What? I was married to this man for 17 years. Long, hard years, too, like calluses on my soul kind of years. I prayed that God would kill him 3 times kind of years so she could know her doggone dad. Are you kidding me? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy you didn't know your dad. I didn't know your dad. I had no idea he had a master's degree in lowering women's self-esteem. Like, I had no clue. Talking about he don't like dark-skinned women. I am Lapita Black. Like, I am dark for black people, right? Like, I mean, if we get reparations, I'm going to get 2 checks. I'm going to get 2 checks. Because I know I had it harder than you, light-skinned my brother right there. I know I had it harder than you. I'm just telling you, right? I had no idea he was a TIV. You guys know what a TIV is? A TIV. You know, come on. So everybody has dated a TIV before. Somebody manipulative, combative, argumentative. Hold his phone close to his chest when he's texting. He's all secretive. End up cursing him ass out. Then he gets sensitive, talking about his mother didn't hug him. What that got to do with this woman on your phone, fool? Like, my ex-husband turned out to be a fugitive, and so we're divorced now. He calls me bitter. I am, because I thought that he was going to end up taking care of me. I didn't have any goals and ambition, and he was it, but I guess that didn't work out, so now I'm still paying tuition for college, but whatever. I'm just venting. I have another daughter. She is the president of the Black Student Union in her school. Let's give it up for her, guys. Yeah, the problem is she goes to one of those prissy white schools, and it's only 3 of them in the union. Right? And they gave themselves titles like she's the president, the vice president, the treasurer. I called them behind their backs. I be like, you is kind, you is smart, you is important. I'm like, what do you guys do at your meetings? You look at each other and say, your life matter, your life matter, your life matter. Not business or off. She's like, culture appropriation is real, Mom. I'm like, whose culture are you appropriating? Malaysian? That's not your hair? I'm just saying. You see my hair, she can't grow 26 inches. I mean, it's just, Snapchat has got all the kids going crazy. She sent me a picture of herself with dog ears, and she was like, how do I look? And I was like, a Cocker Spaniel. You look like a Cocker Spaniel. You are a human girl. You are smart. You gotta stop. You are kind, and you is important. I mean, you gotta stop with these dogs. It's just so dumb. And her eyelashes, like the eyelash ladies. I mean, come on, like. Some of these eyelashes, they're going a little bit too far, right? Like, if you can do like this with your eyelash, if you can do like this, you have gone too far. Like, you are willfully blind, my sister, and you need to give your eyes a little bit of a break. I don't know. That's what's happening. She looked like a sea monster a little bit. It's like Ursula, remember? Like, it's just too much. It's just too much. We got Donald Trump out the White House. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, I miss him. I miss him terribly, because let me tell you something. Donald Trump was a gangster. I grew up in a project in East New York, Brooklyn, and Donald Trump was a gangster. Donald Trump came into office with open cases. Remember this? His lawyer told on him. You know what he tweeted? Snitches get stitches. Like, that is gangster talk. Snitches get stitches? What are we, in the 4th grade? Like, are you kidding me? He cheated on his first wife with his second wife. He cheated on his second wife with his third wife. He cheated on his third wife with a pornographic stripper. Remember Stormy Daniels? And he had sex with her raw. No condom with the stripper is some gangster stuff. And the only thing he was pulling out of is the international trade negotiations. So crazy. They say they want to stop white privilege. That's how you stop white privilege, because Donald Trump made white people embarrassed. Like, Donald Trump is an embarrassment to white people. Donald Trump for white people is what Flavor Flav is to black people. You know, when Flavor Flav starts saying stuff, you're like, shut the hell up. What are you doing, Flavor? I gotta go to work. They gotta be laughing at me. That's what's happening. I was raised by a single mom. Anybody raised by a single mom? My mother, I helped her plan her 25th birthday party. She was really young when she had me. She was in love with my dad for forever. And she never really got over him. She's still, like, to this day, she's like, your father's not going to heaven because of what he did to me in 72. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how she thinks. It's crazy how she thinks. But just growing up, a lot of people say that, Onika, you're so bossy, but I'm bossy because I made the decisions in our household. Like, I bossed my mother around. I was the adult because she was like, she had arrested development and she would just like make crazy decisions. And I was like, this is not a good idea, girl. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. So let me tell you what she would do. One day she came to my school, right? She came to open school night. This is her first time ever coming to open school night, and she snagged my friend's father. She took Rebecca's father from Rebecca's mother. Like, this is crazy. Rebecca's dad was living in our house. I was like, what in the hell are you doing here, Mr. James? Like, it was a whole thing. And I was like, Mom, this is not a good idea. But he was taking us around. He was driving us. And I was like, maybe it's okay. But Rebecca found out. When Rebecca found out about her father, she was like, let me tell you something. If my father's not back tomorrow at 3 o'clock, I'm going to bust your ass. I was like, oh my God. I was so afraid because Rebecca was big. I said, you know what, Mom? You have to give him the father back. Like, this is not right, Mom. This is morally not right, Mom. You got to give him. But she was like, that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. I said, what? You must don't understand how bullies are set up, lady. Like, I'm going to get beat up for the rest of the school year. Like, I might have a dad, but I'm going to get beat up. Like, this is not a pencil case, Mom. Like, she's going to. Boy, I just said, forget it. I don't know. You guys had parents. I had her. And I just went in her room and I just started banging on the door. I was like, Mr. James, you have to come out. You have to come out. You're not my real father. Rebecca needs you. Her mother is crying. You have to leave. He was not budging, guys. He was not budging. I was like, my mother was really young. He was an older man. He was getting things and his wife must not be. I said, Mr. James, my mother is cheating on you. I'm telling you right now. You are just a wrestler, boy. He got out trying to jump on my mother, and he jumped at her. He started choking her, and I just gave her 2 seconds. I just looked at her eye to eye, and I was like, I'm the boss of you. And she was like, okay. And then I punched him in the eyes a bunch of times, and then I wasn't even afraid of Rebecca anymore because her father was a bitch. So that's how you get bullies. You beat up their parent. And so the moral of the story is you beat up their parent. Do you guys know what a squirter is? So let me tell you, not me. I mean, whatever. But I overheard my daughter tell her friend she was a squirter. The gangster rapper, the liar. Now we all know that she's a liar, right? Because squirting is hereditary, and if I can't squirt, and her grandmother's not squirting, I mean, I know she took me to James, but she's not squirting, right? She's just peeing in people's beds is what she's doing. Acting like a superhero, just peeing in people's beds. Like, and I know it can't be because I still pay for her Metro card. Like, I am paying for this 28-year-old girl. Like, if you were a squirter, that's a superpower, sis. Like, somebody would pay for you to get there. Like, why do I pay for your Metro card? Wouldn't you pay for an Uber pool for a squirter, sir? Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, it's so crazy. She's a Joe squirter. So I'm talking to my mother about it, right? Who is now a Southern Baptist woman. I'm like, now after she raised all the hell in life, now everything is Bible verses. Jesus said this and Jesus said that. Corinthians 3 and 5 say you're not supposed to suck no. And that's not even what Corinthians 3 and 5 say, because I checked. I was like, it's in the Bible, you can't do it. Jesus said not to do it. It's not in there. She gonna look me dead in my eye and cock her head to the left and ask me, so do you think that kind of thing could skip a generation? Apparently they were squirting in the 70s. I got the dimples. I was pissed off about that. Sure. My mom is a crazy person. She still is a crazy person. Like, she started doing cocaine when she was younger. I told her it wasn't a good idea, but it was Studio 54, so she had to go because she was all cutesy. And cocaine must make you think that you're going to die, right? Because she would wake me up in the middle of the night, and she'll be like, I'm going to die, and you're going to have to take care of your sister. And I used to be like, all right, well, I'm 8. But I'm not losing my apartment. I would have a book bag looking for jobs. When I tell you, what does a crossing guard do for a living? I mean, it's only 7 to 9. Like 2 hours worth. I could do crossing guard and still get Be there for my classes. I would pretend like I was sick and go to the nurse's station and just watch and see what she was doing. Because a school nurse don't do a damn thing. I'm telling you, they just sit there and call your mother. The school nurse and the secretary can be the same person. That's all I'm saying. What does a school nurse do? Like nothing. I mean, yeah, that's what was happening in my life. When I tell that joke, my mother's like, I don't like it when you tell people that I was on drugs. And I'm like, but Ma, you were on drugs. And she was like, no, I was not on drugs. I did drugs. And I'm like, what? No, what's the difference, Ma? You did it. You were on it. You did. No. I did it and then I didn't do it. And I said, Ma, you were on drugs. You were on drugs. She was like, no, I did it and then I didn't do it. I did it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then by Monday I got my shit together to go to work. Like I stopped doing, like no, Ma. And she was like, did I go to one of those programs to get off it? No. All right, well I did it and I didn't do it. I said, touche, bitch, touche. That's her thinking. She's still a blessing in society. She's truly a blessing. The metaverse and the universe thing. Are you guys with this whole NFTs and stuff? Are you guys with this stuff? I just feel like we're just gonna put our money into this Bitcoin thing and they're gonna like, gotcha. Like it's gonna be all your money is gone. We're buying it on apps and we have no idea what it is. It's like, oh, get a Solana and a cryptocurrency. It seems like it's a little bit of K-pop mixed with like the Gremlins. And I'm like, why is all of this happening? And we're like, you gotta get on it, you gotta get on it now. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm getting on it, I'm putting my money in it. And then when somebody stopped to explain NFTs to me, they were like, so then all your good shit is gonna be in the metaverse. And I'm like, well, where I'm gonna be? You gonna be in the universe. Okay, I'm gonna be in the universe. All my good shit is gonna be in the metaverse. So who pays the taxes for the metaverse? You gonna pay it out. So you're just gonna give me more stress and anxiety and depression in the universe, in the metaverse. I'm just okay. I'm sorry. I don't know that don't work for me. I don't know. What happened to just stocks? Like, what is Elon Musk doing? I don't understand Bitcoin. That's why I wasn't a feminist. With the feminist movement, did I get the light yet? No? Okay, cool. That's why I'm not a feminist, right? Because the feminist movement, you ladies, not me, I'm not with it, because I feel like it's a white lady movement, right? And because only y'all benefit from stuff. I'm not going to be in the back chilling out. I'm not dumb, right? No way, right? I feel like the feminist movement is a white lady movement, and then also the feminine, y'all want equality. Like black people could get equality. Y'all like, you have to want total domination. Like you're talking about men here. Like y'all saying y'all want dollar for dollar. Dollar for dollar? Like they invented Bitcoin. Like they have imaginary money. They're never gonna let you get with them. Like, are you kidding me? We birth babies and they still rule the world. They are doing something right, ladies, is all I'm saying. I'm not gonna be able to be down with y'all. And if you think about it, Becky Livingston and Onika Mclean going for the same job. You're not going to be like, oh, let her have it. No, it's not going to be that. You're going to want the job, right, Becky? You're going to want the job, and you can have it because I'm gonna just start dating Chad because Chad is. If you don't want your white man, white lady, then I do. All right. My name is Onika Mclean. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Onika, everybody.